In today's video, we are going to be covering the lob. There's 3 types of lobs, and we're going to cover 2 of those today. We're going to cover the defensive lob or the slice lob, and we're going to cover the volley lob. Okay, so the first lob that we're going to talk about is the defensive lob, the lob that typically occurs when you're on the run or you've been pushed back in the court and you're forced to lob. That is a relatively flat shot, maybe some degree of backspin. I'm going to be using a Continental Grip, which is very important. So you need to make sure that you can hold a Continental Grip. And some things I'm thinking about when I hit a lob like this where I'm in trouble. One is I try to think about the depth. I want the ball to go all the way to the back of the court. So when you're in trouble, you're more likely to hit a ball short in the court. And when that happens, they're going to be smashing an overhead. So your first thing, the thought process, get the ball deep. The second thing is you want to disguise the shot. So even though you're in trouble, you want to make it look like you're going to hit a different shot. Maybe that's slice. So maybe I come in here and I go like this and I make it look like I'm going to hit a slice. Or maybe that's topspin where I come in like this and I make it look like I'm going to hit some topspin. And you're going to still do that with a neutral grip on both of those things. Once you have that idea, so you've disguised the shot, you're going to drop straight down with the racket. And that's important because you have to get a lift that really goes straight back up. So if you carve that or if you curve it, well, for example, throw me a ball here. If I curve this like that, you're going to hit the ball short all the time. So you need to make sure that you're lifting directly up. I'm going to do that by dropping this racket down. And as I lift up, I'm going to pick it up like this. Like I said, this is a relatively flat shot, so when I go to pick it up, I'm dropping it from the knees, and I'm picking my hand up to about the eyes, and when I do that, I'm trying to keep this racket level like this, as opposed to up or down. When you get this motion going, when you're hitting a defensive lob, the ball will go side to side all over the place. It's really hard to control. So when you bring that racket up, you need to bring it up flat. The backhand is the same thing. I'm a one-hander, so I'm going to show you the one-hander. As I come through, I take it and I lift it up here. Again, it's a little bit above my eyes, but this racket is coming through pretty flat. It's not tilted off to the side. And when you do that, you're going to get a great lob as far as the height of the shot and the depth of the shot. There may be some backspin on it, but it's primarily a flat lob. All right, next is the volley lob, and this is one of my favorite lobs to do. One, it's well disguised so people don't see it coming, and most people don't hit this shot, so they don't expect it to come at them. And I use this a lot when I have either pulled somebody short, so maybe I've hit a drop shot or I've hit a volley that's short and they're running in on it, and then I take it out of the air and I lob it over their head. Or if I get in an exchange with somebody where it's volley to volley and it's happening very quick, I'll probably bail out. I escape trouble by going into the lob and getting it over their head. So like I said, I use this one a lot. Here's some things that I think about when I use this volley lob. Of course, you want to be in the Continental Grip. So if you are volleying and you are not using a Continental Grip, you need to figure that out. Like, you can hit volleys without that, but by far the best way to volley is using the Continental. And the best way to volley lob, you really got to be in the Continental because it's hard to judge the distance. So I'm in the Continental Grip. I set as if I'm going to volley it. So if I'm taking a backhand and I get ready to volley like this, I'm set up the same way. And then all of a sudden I just drop it a little bit and get it a small lift. I'm not lifting a ton on this shot because typically the ball's coming fast anyway, and I'm going to use that energy to get the lob going. So it looks basically like this. I get ready to volley, and then I just pop it up, and I do it very short, very small. I drop under, and I pop it up. And if you notice, the finish is not even going up past my eyes. It's not like the baseline where you lift it all the way. It's got to be shorter than that. And also, you get ready to volley, and you turn the racket face open. So I get ready to volley like this, I turn it open, and that's what creates that pop. The wrist is pretty firm, the arm is still, and the grip are still relaxed when you do this. The forehand's the exact same way. I get in ready for a forehand, and I just pop it up. when doing this shot, the volley lob, I'll tell you, the backhand is more reliable for me. I find that I can be more accurate with it. I use the forehand a lot, but it's not quite as my go-to as it is off the backhand side. So anyway, take those ideas, disguise the volley lob, make it look like you're going to volley. Don't drop really far, down, because people see that. So make it look like you're going to volley it. Open the racket face and give it a short little bump, and you'll be sending that ball over people's head. You'll win tons of points off that. I hope that helps you out. Enjoy the lob. Use it often because it is a weapon. It is not a weakness. Use it all the time. Yeah.